What's going on, you guys? My name is Jose and welcome back to Rico Suave IPOs, the best place to learn about new companies going public and how to invest in them. Today, I want to talk about the Endeavor IPO that happened a couple of days ago, guys. I apologize for this one, kind of like flew under my radar. I did not realize that Endeavor Group actually owned the UFC, which I'm a big fan of, Miss Universe, and all these other talent competitions. So today what I want to do with you guys is I want to go over this article right here from CNBC that talks about Elon Musk might be joining the board over at Endeavor. That's very exciting, right? I know there's a lot of people out there that love Elon Musk and everything he does. We're also going to watch an interview over here from CNBC with the CEO of Endeavor, Ari Emanuel himself. Now, if you are a fan of the show Entourage on HBO, then you know that the character of Eric Gold was based on this guy right here, brutal, go-getter, talent agent, right? We're also going to look at a article from Forbes that talks about why they think that the IPO is overvalued. I'm also going to look at the share price to see how it performed in the first couple of days. And of course, you know me, I got the S1 ready to go so we can check out the company financials. With that being said, if you want to learn more about the company and need help deciding if you should buy or pass, stay tuned. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So Elon Musk apparently has been tapped to join the board over our Endeavor, and that is very great news, very good news. I know that a lot of you guys out there love Elon Musk. I love everything he does, and everything he touches pretty much turns into gold. But according to the S1, the Endeavor S1, he will be joining the board over there. Very exciting. Apparently, he has connections with the co-founder, Ari Emanuel, which I already explained is a very, very respected figure and talent manager, right? And he's the owner and co-founder of Endeavor. Now, they were supposed to go public back in 2019. They pulled for whatever reason, and let's see if this article explains that reason. But according to their filing, Mr. Musk was selected to serve on our board of directors because of his professional background and experience running a public company. He's previously held senior executive level positions. He serves on other public company boards, and his experience starting, growing, and integrating business. This is why they chose him, guys. He, you know, as you know, he came from PayPal. He's part of the PayPal mafia, right? And he's running Tesla, which is one of the most valuable companies right now in the world. Even more than Ford, even more than all the other car makers out there. So good for him. All right, like I mentioned before, they were supposed to go public back in 2019, but they actually pulled back due to weak investor demand. Because they own the UFC now, I think that investor demand and interest in the company has risen. And now, if you know about the Miss Universe competition, you know that Donald Trump was involved in that as well in 2015. So this guy, Ari Emanuel, he's got very powerful friends up in Hollywood and in Wall Street, right? All right, so now let's look at this 1-minute interview with the CEO of Endeavor from CNBC. A quick shout out to my patrons. Your generosity and contributions allow me to do what I love to do and keep the channel growing, so thank you. If you want to become a patron, there's a link in the description.
Let's get a check on Endeavor, the Hollywood powerhouse just opening for trade. I spoke with CEO Ari Emanuel about today's IPO. Here's what he told me.
We're the largest company, the only company that represents content in the entertainment space, owns content in the entertainment space, owns sports with the UFC and many others, and represent it. There's nobody like us in the world, and I think we're the reopening, plus we have all the experiences, the largest experience company. So we're a unique company in the marketplace right now, and perfectly primed for where the reopening is going.
And investors clearly reacting to the company better than they did about a year and a half ago. Shares up nearly 10%. And Carl, Ari Emanuel says he's ready to be a public market CEO. He promised that he won't be swearing on the earnings call.
And that is kind of funny that he mentioned he wasn't going to be swearing during this IPO, because if you look at the Entourage character, already he's like a foul-mouthed go-getter, you know, very high-intense kind of guy. But according to Forbes right here, this IPO is overvalued. If you scroll down right here, you can see that a $10 billion valuation is too high because it implies that the company will achieve revenues greater than Fox, Core, and Live Nation. Meanwhile, in 2020, cash burn rate was $1.5 billion. Now, we do understand that none of these competitions, like UFC and Miss Universe and all that, could happen in 2020 because of the pandemic. But, is that enough to keep investors away? We'll find out. Also, Endeavor only has enough cash to survive another 8 months. So they need to hurry up and start, hosting these events, and let's open things back up, and let's get those butts on the seats and start making this money. So the Endeavor Group, when they IPO on April 29, 2021, they came in at around $28.47, but they quickly dropped off a hill right here early during the day, all the way down to $23.78. I'm not sure really why, but I guess a lot of people, did not know about the company, that, what they did and the kind of like intellectual properties that they own and all that. But in the last couple of days, as interest builds in the mind of investors, the company has actually recovered really nicely, and their price right now, as we speak, at the making of this video, is $28.29. Now, is it still worth it to you guys? I don't know. I think I like it anywhere from $25 to $30 because of the potential that it has to increase in value in the future due to all these nice events that they own and they produce. All right, so when you're investing in Endeavor Group, you got to think about it. It's a big conglomerate, just like AT&T. If you invest into AT&T, you're indirectly investing into HBO and everything they own, right? So Endeavor Group is the same thing. You got motion picture, Atlee Sports, and all that good stuff. Here's their website, and you can read their story. You can click on their network to see what licenses and what things they own and they do. They got streaming, IMG. They have Miss Universe, as I mentioned before, PVR, the Wall Group, UFC, WME, and more. So it's just a big conglomerate. And if you want to check this out, it's just endeavorco.com/network. And you can, check out some of their talent and stuff like that, agencies. But this is what they do, guys. Talent representation is their business and sports operation. So it's basically just a great conglomerate. And it seems like a very good company, very good deal. So check it out for yourself. Make sure you read their history. They go all the way back to like 1950s. They represented Marilyn Monroe and I was gonna say Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley, right? Charlie Chaplin and all that. So they've been doing it for a little bit, guys. For a little bit, they've been doing this business of talent representation. Okay, so these are not no new folks. These guys have been doing it for a long time, and like Ari Emanuel, the CEO, was saying, they are one of a kind, and that is for sure. All right, so now let's look at the S1 to learn more about the company financial data. This S1 was filed on March 31st, 2021. Endeavor Group Holding Inc. Let's scroll down and see if we can find the table of contents and select the summary of the consolidated financial data. All right, we're looking at a revenue in 2020 of $3.4 billion, guys. These numbers are in thousands, okay? Net loss, we're looking at right here, and I want to highlight it for you guys. In 2020, all the way down. All right, so they lost $625 million, guys. Hey, 2020, like I said, they were not able to go out there and, put butts on seats, and, make this money. Booked a lot of talent, people were locked up at home. A lot of talent took over to Cameo just to sell, some of their talent through the internet because there was nobody going into these concert arenas and stuff like that. So I understand why this company actually, lost $625.3 million in 2020. Now let's keep scrolling down. Look at this balance sheet. They got cash and cash equivalents of $1 billion right there, as you can see. Okay, and I highlight right here so you can see it right there. $1 billion. And total assets of $9.6 billion. It's not too bad at all. Now let's look at the liabilities right here, $8.4 billion. Okay, so they do have more assets than liabilities, and I understand that. They do have some, very nice talent that they can book at any time and just make this money right back. So that is your financial data right there. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to this S1 if you want to, dig a little deeper. But I always suggest, as an investor, that you always, check out these S1s for yourself and learn as much as you can about the company and their financial data before you become an investor. That is your job, to do your own due diligence. I'm gonna have to give this one a big thumbs up, guys. Like I said, this is a unique company that represents talent. They own the UFC. They schedule these promotions, you know, this competition, Miss Universe and all that good stuff. They've been doing it for a very long time, all the way back to like Charlie Chaplin times and all that. 1930s, 1940s, 1950s. They even represented, you know, Elvis at some point. So Artie Emanuel is just the beast of the industry, and a lot of people have a lot of respect for him, and you know, they want to sign up with his company, Endeavor Group.com. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Big thumbs up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. This is not investing advice or, you know, financial advice. So make sure you do your own research and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, guys, if you like this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. But more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rickosaurus the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I think you'll go your house, your money, leave you broke, son.